All right. Hey, everybody. It's the SDA Town Hall call for April 20th, 2021. I can't believe we're in April already. With me on the line today and leading the call will be our National Vice President, Kim Salenza from the New York chapter. Kim's going to lead us, but obviously we want today to be full of dialogue and conversation. So Kim, it's your meeting. Welcome.
Welcome, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good afternoon and staying healthy and safe out there. So our agenda is the usual roll call, then announcements, upcoming deadlines, upcoming programs, voluntary benefits reminder, and EDS 21, committee news and chapter conversations. So we're going to go ahead and do some roll call to see who we have in here. Atlanta.
Betty, my name is Eliza Lowe. I am the VP in Atlanta. And Vincent Lefbeat wanted to be here, but he is stuck at the doctor's office at the moment. He wanted me to apologize on his behalf.
That's okay. Hi, Eliza. Baton Rouge.
Liz Harris, Baton Rouge chapter president, on board.
Dallas chapter.
Mary Jacobs, Dallas president.
Hi, Mary. Denver.
Denver president.
Houston.
I'm Melinda Wood, and we also have Marina McLean. I'm president, Marina secretary.
Hampton Roads.
Lisa Jolly, Hampton Roads president.
Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Hi, Kim Tazinski, and I am Minneapolis St. Paul chapter president-elect.
New York.
Jennifer Green, New York chapter president.
Oh, hi, Jen.
Hey.
Northern California.
Mark Hilliard, chapter president.
Orange County.
Well, we have two Orange County members here. I don't know where Cheryl is. Betsy Nicholas and Penny Nelson, both Orange County.
Orlando chapter. Portland.
Hi, Angie Jones, Portland chapter president.
San Antonio.
Hi, this is Stephanie Mayo, VP, and I believe Loretta, past president, is on as well. Thank you.
San Diego.
Oops, sorry, wrong button. Kara Miller, San Diego president.
Seattle.
Carrie Thompson, VP for Seattle.
And SDA Canada. Okay. So that's our roll call. Next slide is upcoming deadlines. May 14th is the chapter delegate credentials forms are due to HQ for EDS. May 14th is also the early bird deadline for EDS. And filing deadline for the IRS Form 990. Just a general reminder to make sure that you have submitted for your chapter. And I wanted to also put in there the CDFA testing window will be from May 24th to June 10th. Some upcoming programs, April 27th, webinar, Canyon Culture, Bridging the Hybrid Workplace. May 7th is our first Friday Coffee Connection. Those are really fun. So if you have not participated in one, those are really, really great way to spend a Friday morning and have some coffee and catch up with members from all over the country. It's always been great since we started doing it. And I always feel like we get a lot out of it. May 25th, it's a webinar series, session number 2 on selling on value instead of price. EDS 2021 will be June 10th and 11th. June 12th will be the annual business meeting virtually at 1 p.m. Eastern. I wanted to keep this in here for our voluntary benefits program. All the information for that is on the national website, and it's just something that we wanted to give out to our members. If anybody has any questions about that, you can feel free to email any one of us on XCOM and we can guide you through that. EDS 2021. I'm actually going to have Stephanie take this one since my screens are occupied and I can't seem to pull up.
Okay, so EDS 21, the announcement went out last week. The early bird deadline is May 14th. Member cost for both days, so it's 6 hours of learning, 3 hours each day, Thursday, Friday. Member cost is $199 if you do it by early bird. If you want a single day, there's a pricing for that, but I would recommend that you just buy the whole package and you'll get 2 sessions with Vicki Sokol Evans from Red Cape. We're going to be talking about the Microsoft 365, all of the apps and the workflow related therein. So we all see all those opportunities in 365, but we're probably not using as much as we could be. So she's going to be walking us through that and then how to put that into your workflow. And then on Friday, thank you, Jane. Yes, I'll answer that question. Friday will be the fellows panel, which is going to be really powerful. You're going to have some really great presenters and it's going to be a question and answer and then an interactive with the audience dialogue. So it'll be not like sitting in the conference room with them with the, up on the director's chairs in front, but very similar is what we're trying to have a look and feel. And it's about I'll use the word mistakes. I'll find a better word, but things that you could do differently in your career or things they've learned. And it's based on the book called, and I don't remember the name, but it has to do with, oh shoot, I don't know, help me somebody. Fellows.
How Women Rise.
Thank you. It's buried in my pile, How Women Rise, but it's not just about how women rise. It's about how we all rise, how we get in our way in the office. And gosh, if I had read this book 30 years ago, things might've been a lot different. Anyway, so that's Friday. And then if you were at Ed Connect last fall and you remember Simon Goodhead, who talked about administrators might take over the world, he's doing another session. So we're bringing him back. And then Saturday, plan to join us for the annual business meeting, the awards celebration and installation of officers. And last but not least, our cocktail networking hour, which will be a fundraiser for the PPC Foundation. Our own Fran Carrillo from San Diego will be our guest bartender. There is a requested donation to register for that. That's the cost. The other 2 programs on Saturday, there's no cost attendance. But the third one, the cocktail event, is a fundraiser. And we're asking for a minimum donation of $20, but you can donate more. It is tax deductible. And there will be door prizes. And you will get the recipes for the special cocktails that Fran is going to create for us. You're going to learn some fun facts along the way, and it'll just be a fun time to raise a glass and to toast all that we've accomplished this year. The question was asked, if you registered for EDS 20, could you apply your registration toward that? Absolutely, and I am preparing an email to go out to those people, and we will work with you and get that all taken care of in the back end. But watch for an email from me later this week. So any questions about that? Throw them in the chat box. Okay.
Next up, we have committee news, awards committee. Anybody on from the awards committee?
I don't know.
I don't see
ahead,
anyone on
Emily.
the awards
You wanna talk?
committee, so I'll take it away.
Please.
Yes, we have been really busy this year. Let's see, what are our deadlines, Stephanie? They're
All the
coming up.
deadlines were last Friday. I will
Last
say
Friday?
that chapters, if you did not submit for a star award, we are willing to still accept those. I really hope that every single chapter will nominate someone as a star award winner in your chapter. All right, so fill out that form, send it here to headquarters, and we'll get you taken care of. We got several, but I do know that I've not received one from every single chapter, so we encourage that. And we'll make the announcement of the winners during that award celebration.
Yeah, so please, the committee works hard all year to really celebrate folks and man, after the years now we've had, having something to celebrate is really special. So yeah, find the star. There's one everywhere. And see you on the awards call.
Thank you, Emily. Certification Committee. Any news?
Hey Kim, this is Nikki
Hi,
with
Nikki.
this is Nikki, a co-chair of the STA of the certification committee. As Stephanie had and you had noted earlier on the call, the CDFA testing is going to be open on May 24th through June 10th. And the committee has been issuing some weekly conversations via email with our candidates, and they're on a specific scheduling, they're on a specific study schedule, and they have been involved and corresponding with us via email and on the CDFA and certification forum page on the national page. We have a great bank of candidates for the certification exam this year. We're really looking forward to several folks pursuing the retake of their exam and completing their certification journey. And we're looking forward to May coming up.
Awesome. Thank you, Nikki. Education Committee.
Karen, you want to, as liaison, you want to talk about that real quick? No? Hit your space bar.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head, no, it was like, I can't remember what I need to say. Let's see. On the last call, we're taking all of the focus area pages and going through all the documents on there. We've divided them up and we'll review by section to make sure that we have most current information, get rid of anything that's dated, and generally just get all of that stuff cleaned up. That's really the only thing new. We're still working on webinars to create synopses and quiz questions. And that's all I got. Am I missing something, Steph? No? So that's it. Rolling along.
Thank you, Karen.
Absolutely.
Membership. I guess that's me again. We started the term kind of rethinking, excuse me, our recruitment and retention strategies. And what the membership committee did was we planned and launched more personal phone calls. We started to select new members and in each time zone basically, and have a call, half hour, 45-minute call with at least 3 to 4 new members in each time zone with a member of the membership committee, just to get a feel for their onboarding and to kind of gauge like how engaged that they are in their chapters and see if there's anything that we could do and just try to get a feel for what we could be doing more on our part. Also, we did the membership chair strategy call. We had our first session back in March, and we will be doing another one come September. We have the new membership collateral that has gone out. I'm sure everybody has seen it. Am I missing anything, Stephanie? Okay. Marcom.
You want to handle Marcom, Kim?
What?
Want to handle that? I'll do it. I'll do it. So many wonderful things going on. The door hangers are from your XCOM, but Marcom worked very closely with getting those developed. So there's like a sassy side and maybe a not so sassy side of the call to action is when you get it, take a picture. Marketing and communications, because we do more than just public relations. So so if you're calling it why, that's why it's marketing and communications. So take a picture with your thing and send it in. That's a huge help. So do that. Friday After 5 is a series that's getting a lot of traction on our website and driving traffic to our website. Send your ideas, nominate people behind their back at admin@sdanational.org. Okay. Self-nominate, nominate people behind their back. There are openings on our committee, and this is the plug I want to put in everybody's head. Not all committee members have to be the same. So like if someone in your organization want to learn how to do something, like they've always wanted to learn how to upload things to a blog and maybe be our content specialist, you can volunteer for that and do that portion. If you would like to try your hand at writing, you could take 1 interview or 2 interviews for our Fridays After 5 and write those up, and that lightens the load. We're using a lot of Mary's time on doing our standard Canva social media post, for the holidays. So let's say you want to play in Canva, get the experience and help us out too. You could volunteer to join our committee and that be your one task. And if you can't make committee meetings, that's fine. If you're available on Basecamp and willing to do those recurring, that would be wonderful. And I'm going to keep plugging for that. This is a great way to up your skill. You do not need to come to us skilled. We will skill you. We're not in a happy way. The responses to the surveys were great, very close in my mind to 100%. I mean, I think we're missing 2 chapters. We would have pushed that information back out to you on what everyone's doing differently, but Ed Symposium's in front of our minds. Also in front of our minds is Happy Administrative Professionals Week. So on behalf of the marketing and communications team, happy Administrative Professionals Week. Tomorrow's Administrative Professionals Day. Let this also be your tag to put on social media and thank your volunteers. That's it.
Thank you, Liz. Next up, chapter conversations. You all have put in your quarterly reports, and we have a couple of questions for some of you. First was Dallas. You guys had your internal audit. Who ran your internal audit and what exactly did it entail?
So we have an audit committee, and it usually is 2 people that are not on the board at all, just so they have they have a step away from, all of the main board members, the treasurer, the last year's treasurer. So we have a form that we go through, make sure that every month has the right receipts entailed. And then we make sure that if we did have it, and then we also do an audit in construction as well. So if there's too much money that we're saving, we could take a portion of that and then donate it to the North Texas Food Bank. And then we just make sure that everything is just checks and balances for the next year and for the new treasurer.
That's good. One more question. Do your non-members receive the Talking Tuesday posts?
Oh, yes, definitely. We send it to all of our members and some in other chapters if they're interested. And if anyone here is also wanting to sign up for our Talking Tuesdays, you can either send me an email or any one of our board members, which is on the national website, and then just say you want to be included and we'll add you.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Mhm.
Atlanta, you indicated that you had some great programming ideas. Anything that you want to share with us that you can share with us now? No, I thought we had somebody. What's going on?
I don't know, she stepped away. I see her camera's off, so she might have stepped away. Maybe we can come back to her.
Okay.
Oh, she's back. Hey, Eliza. Kim, you want to repeat the question for Eliza?
Yes.
She's back at her screen now.
Hi. We were looking at your chapter report, and you indicated that Atlanta has some great ideas for programming. Is there anything that you can share with us now on the call?
Eliza, that's for Atlanta. You want to unmute your line? You'll need to unmute. I'm sorry, Eliza, we're not hearing you. Can you hold your space bar in? That's because you're not unmuted.
Sorry. I had to turn my video off for a minute because our CFO called. I was like, yeah, I better answer that. So, sorry, of course, I come back to a question just for me. So tomorrow we're having our monthly programming chapter meeting, and we're having a guest speaker on fishing, because I actually saw some scuttle about this earlier on Basecamp. There's just been so many fishing attempts, SDA related and otherwise. We've had a few random emails come out within the Atlanta chapter that I don't think anybody's really gotten really bamboozled, but it's come kind of close. So it's actually someone from our IT department here at my firm, and I work for a firm called Pond that's about 550 people with about 20 offices throughout the U.S. So we've really, the IT department in particular has turned up the heat on our employees, and they've been sending out like test phishing emails to see who will click on what, and then if you fail, they'll put you through remedial school for you know, how to spot that type of thing. So I asked this young guy who's very personable. Most people think, you know, and in most cases, IT folks tend to be kind of quiet, and that's the case here with us. But we have one guy who's probably about 30, and he will get up and talk in front of the entire company, no qualms. He's almost like a stand-up comedian type of personality. So I said, Chad, you have to come talk to my chapter. So he put together, you know, a 45-minute presentation that we'll be doing on Zoom tomorrow, all about phishing. He's going to give real life examples and screenshots of phishing attempts that have been launched on our firm, and how they spotted them, and we'll give, you know, really good tangible info that our members can then take back and share with their own. And the good news is I've been using the fact that the guest speaker is from my firm. I've got like 7 people that aren't members of our chapter yet that are coming tomorrow, because I'm like, we have to support Chad. Everybody come find out what SDA is about. So tomorrow is fishing. And then let me look and see. I know the speaker's name for next month is Rachel, and let me tell you what she's going to speak about. I should know this. We're trying to alternate between hard topics and soft topics, just to kind of keep things, you know, if one month is a very technical thing, like last month we did benchmarking your performance for growth and things like that. That was more of a hard topic. Fishing is also a hard topic, I guess, but I think the good thing about our presenter is that he'll make it highly entertaining. We have so it'll be another hard topic in, no, actually in July. Her name's Rachel. She's a CPA, so it'll be accounting focused. And I can't remember off the top of my head what we're doing for June, to be honest with you guys. But between our small board and our membership, I'll be honest, is a little smaller than it's been in past years. I've only been part of SDA for, I don't know, it'll be 2 years in October, I think. But as we all know, 2020 was kind of a black hole. So I've seen people very, very few times in person from my own chapter. So we're starting to build back up, and I'm trying to, I've been with my firm for 11 years. So there's a lot of younger administrative professionals in my group that I'm trying to drag in to our chapter. So
That's awesome.
that's that.
Thank you, Eliza.
Of course, sorry that I was MIA for the first part of that question.
Duty calls. We all know the drill.
Oh God, it doesn't it always?
We all know the drill. So I'm going to skip around and I'm going to go over to, we're going to go to Baton Rouge. Does Baton Rouge have anything that they'd like to share with the class?
Just a big, huge thank you to Vincent Lafitte and Kurt Wong for walking us through having our Google account set up. We now have our own Gmail account. Thank you, Kurt and Vincent. And also we ran our best hybrid format meeting to date this past week. So in the future, yeah, we're gonna get with Seattle. We're gonna write something up and push that out to the rest of you because we're getting some success there. The other thing I have are not successors, but big losers of what's not working. So we've done personal outreach where I've called people. I had 2 out of 3. I've done email crickets, but that was to 12 prospective people. So this past week, I posted it online for everybody to Koofer, which is a Deborah Gill made up word for when you borrow good content. I had my husband, who's an architect, write a letter. I said, what you would need to hear to send your administrator to our meeting, I'll let you know at the next quarterly meeting. But right now, I'm not batting a good job, but I haven't given up.
You would never give up, Liz. Thank you. Denver? Anything going on you want to share?
We had a really fun happy hour for our membership. Our membership chair put together a list of questions and we just kind of went around the questions and it devolved quickly. It was fun. I think I am using Liz's template for Administrative Professionals Week for the recruitment, and I've kind of gone through the list of Colorado architects and engineers, and yeah, we'll see how it turns out, Liz. I haven't had any hits so far yet either. We're gonna try this year. We're gonna try and do a project tour and then a happy hour after in September, and so we're all really excited about that, but having trouble figuring out which project to do. I'm hopeful we can get.
It's got to be hard right now, still, even for you guys.
Yeah.
And Jane is our Friday after 5 coming up for April 30th. So be on the lookout. It's a good one.
Blah, 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 blah. Thanks, Jane. Houston.
Hello.
Hi.
I did want to shout out to Dallas. We've been getting your Talking Tuesdays for years now, and we actually really enjoy them. Thank you very much. So we did a few things. Valentine's, we sent out Valentine's cards. We actually sent one to Stephanie. I don't know if she got it. It had the butterfly in it, and they come flying out and scaring you. We sent that to a few people few of the chapters and mostly all of our board members. And that was kind of fun for Valentine's Day.
I love that.
We don't really get to see anybody as much. And then we also had our social networking event for March was Gritty Goddess. We try and do it every year. There's a mud run. Yeah, so we have lots of fun pictures of us sliding down the mud slide and splashing in the water. But we had a group of 6 people, and my husband was a photographer, so he made 7.
That's fun.
Anyway, we were able to get outside and do that, so that was fun. A group of us got together. Other than that, we are continuing to try and do 1 to 2 continuing education classes for our chapter. We didn't do so good in January, but we did 1 in February and 1 in March. So I'm doing 3 in April to try and make up for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Melinda.
Sure.
Hampton Roads. Do we have anybody on?
Hi, I'm here. Sorry. Someone was walking in the front door and scared me, so. So Hampton Roads, we are working really hard to have great programs this year. We had a employment law one in January, and then we did a liability insurance program for March. We actually just did a Robert's Rules of Order Parliamentary 101 program last week. That was awesome. I mean, it was just incredible. And we sent that information on to Stephanie for maybe a national program. I've been an SDA for 20 years and always thought about going to Ed Symposium and being a delegate and the daunting process of being able to speak correctly and address things in the correct manner. And so it was nice to finally have, someone kind of walk you through that. He went through our meetings and, how we should handle them. And there were a lot of things that I currently felt like we had to do that we didn't have to necessarily do. I mean, we could still do them, but they weren't things that were required. So that was a great program to have. Our next program is going to be on CA platforms. We're going to talk about Newforma, SharePoint, Procore, and BIM 360. And I'm the presenter, so we'll see how well that goes.
You'll do fine.
And then we're actually going to have another kind of tips and tricks in July that's going to talk about, well, in June, we're going to do Bluebeam. And I'll tell you, I have a gentleman in my office who is a Bluebeam whiz, and he's a lab planner and really, really knowledgeable. And so I was nervous about asking him. I thought for sure he'd say, there's no way I'll present to you guys. And so other people were asking, and I went to him and I said, hey, and he's like, absolutely. So you never know, those people in your firm, that know things that you don't even realize that they know, and you think they'll never do it. I guess, you don't know until you try. So I'm really excited about that as well. And that's mainly the things we have going on right now.
That's a lot. Guys are doing great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, Minneapolis, St. Paul. We had a question. You guys had a program on healthier buildings. Do you have any tips you can share with us on the call from that presentation?
Oh boy, that's a tough one, Kim. That was a while ago. Actually, it was a really good program. I'll say the biggest tip I got from it was probably filters and like filter fans. One of the it was actually an engineer from my firm that did the presentation for us. And he specializes in HVAC and basically combating COVID is part of it, and all of the filters that you use, and how he explained how, you know, the particles are so fine that like a red blood cell is significantly larger than even a COVID cell. So you just kind of got a grasp of how small these particles that we're talking is. Was really super interesting. I learned a lot from it, even working for engineers all these years. That was our January program. Does that answer your question, Kim? Kind of.
It does.
February, we had Bluebeam and we had, again, a gal from my firm who specializes in Revit and a laser scanner give the presentation, and we solicited questions from our members beforehand if they had any certain questions they wanted addressed. So she was able to do that. That was a good session. March, we had a gentleman from a staffing company talk to us about how it's changed staffing, especially in the virtual world now, and how their approach has changed. Coming up, our volunteer event we usually do in June, and we're reaching out. We're going to do a Feed My Starving Children event. We've kind of opened things back up here, so we're able to get a few people together and socially distance and do a good volunteer event. We've also got a paralegal speaking to our chapter next month on AIA contracts. So that'll be interesting. We also just last week, we got together the board members, and for Professionals Week, we sent everybody a Hershey bar, and we took our logo and sent a cute little paragraph and just let everybody know that as a board, we're thinking about them. And I'll just quick read it to you. We said, we cautiously move forward. We breathe a sigh of relief and rejoice in the year that we survived and look ahead to our new normal. Your SDA board would like to share a sweet little encouragement with you and wish you well as we continue to push forward during these crazy times. Hang in there. And I want to say on the board, I think we, out of 25 candy bars that we sent, I think we got back 20 thank yous. How, you know, everybody seemed to be having one of those days and just appreciated it so much that they received a little
I love that.
to let them know we were thinking about them. Yeah.
That's a great job.
Yeah, so we've been kind of working on our retention along with members too. So, and we're also kind of updating our flyer right now. Yeah, so that's what we're working on these days.
Awesome. Thanks, Kim.
You bet.
Next up, New York.
Hello, everyone. I really love that idea, Kim, about the Hershey's. That's a great one. Just wanted, so, I mean, our committees have been, I just want to say thank you to them. I don't know if I have a few of them here, but I feel like we've all been working very hard this year, and as in, you know, previous years, but I think that we've been pretty ambitious and started off the year, had a good start to the year. Sorry about that. See if I could lower that. 1 second. Oh, all the phones are ringing. Sorry about that. So yeah, as I was saying, I think that we started off the year pretty good with, you know, pretty strongly, and started off with 2 programs. I mean, we talked about maybe offering up to 2 programs every month, and I think we've been hitting that goal, and we've had a good I think, variety of programming available that we're always so happy to see a lot of you people here join us on those. And you know, we've had some good turnout, and like I said, a great variety of programs. So we're very excited. I mean, obviously, as you know, with Admin Professionals Month this month, we're offering the sessions with Melissa Escabel, which have had a great response. We've had a great response from the membership and from you guys, you know, as far as the turnout that we've received. And I think that Melissa, I mean, she's great. I'm sure many of you it's my actually first time participating in her programming, but she's honestly has a way to keep everyone in tune with what she's talking about. So if you haven't had a chance to, I'm going to throw a little shameless plug in there. If you haven't had a chance to check out her last session that she's offering for the SDA New York chapter, she'll be talking about Microsoft Word next Wednesday around 12:30. And another little shameless plug. I mean, we've had the marketing committee and programs committee put together a Cinco de Mayo fiesta on Cinco de Mayo. So that'll be in the evening time. And if any one of you guys can, if you guys can join us, it'd be great. I hear that there might be some prizes and maybe some recipes for cocktails, mocktails, or, you know, food. So if you can join us, that would be great.
Thanks, Elena. Next up, Northern California.
Well, not much to report. We're down to our little core of members. We lost 3 people didn't renew. They lost their jobs. That seemed to be the first level that a lot of firms here in the Bay Area let go, were their administrators, unfortunately. So we're just waiting until we can get back in the office and meet in person and start scheduling some events, and then we'll start really trying to reach out and get some more members. I did reach out to both the AIA East Bay and the AIA San Francisco. Didn't hear anything back in first quarter, but I did hear back something in second quarter. So I'll tell you that good news in the next quarterly town hall.
Awesome. Thank you, Lark.
You're welcome, Kim.
Orange County, you guys have anything you want to share?
Hi, everyone. I like that name, Lark. It's beautiful. We had 3 awesome seminars this first quarter. We have 3 amazing people that we rely on: Joe Belden, Eric Becker, and Mike Murtaugh. They are our go-tos for tax law, labor law, and I guess HR. One of the subject was contemporaneous documentations. That was Mike Murtaugh, but just our go-to people. We had 4 people that didn't renew, and I think Betsy was able to get one that signed up immediately. We reached out to, I don't want to go into too much detail. I shouldn't go too crazy here, but we're excited because we've got a lot of seminars planned here in the next few months. My bird's eating my mouse, sorry. We have a roundtable coming up. We're hoping it's going to be about returning to back in person sessions at work. We're looking to the symposium, and one of our highlights this year, we're looking is in June. It's IA Office Management. We're calling it Office Management in Virtual Office right now, but still throwing ideas around. We're going to have some of our SDA members actually speak to people on, the AIA members. So we're excited about that, showcasing SDA to the AIA. And then
awesome.
We're excited, but we have a lot of work to do. And then we're looking forward to seeing Melissa Escobar as well. So that's a rough idea of what we're working on here in Orange County.
A lot of good stuff. Thanks, Sharon. Let us know if you need any help with anything.
Yes, thank you.
Did we have anyone from Orlando maybe pop in a little late or?
No, not that I've seen.
Okay. Any news from Portland?
Hi. Yeah, we have a little bit going on. We're trying to sort of revitalize our membership after 2020 being the dumpster fire that it was. And we've had a couple of wine Wednesdays. We do those every even month. We just had one last week. And those are just a socializing time. We usually have like a game or something. We did a little online puzzle, which was kind of fun. And then we've got a program coming up next week, a lunch program on HR software, different softwares that various firms in our area use for performance reviews or, putting in various skill sets, things like that. And we're really excited about that. We're calling around to some folks, former members, trying to get some interest drummed up again, increase our membership a little bit. And then we're also talking about possibly having an early summer in-person meet and greet, depending on how comfortable people feel and how vaccinations are going, things like that. Maybe somewhere outside, like a winery or somewhere that we can just do like an open house, almost reintroduce the Portland group to various people in the industry. So looking forward to that. And yeah, that's just trying to kind of get back on track and recover from last year, honestly.
I think everybody's in that same boat. That's awesome, Angie. Thank you. Next up, San Antonio. We looked at your newsletter. It's really very good. How do you guys share your newsletter, and does it go to non-members?
Hi, this is Linda. Yeah, we actually had a mailing list of potential members that we had maintained via Excel. We've been maintaining that over the years with potential members, folks that had expressed interest or attended previous events. We also had folks that participated in our calendar, which was something we phased out a couple of years ago. And the newsletter was kind of our replacement of the calendar. So we also started using Constant Contact last year. And so kind of migrated our newsletter over to an electronic format that we would be able to utilize for Constant Contact, which has enabled us to kind of gather data on those who are reading our articles, where they're clicking, how avidly they're reading. It's really given us a lot of information. We've actually gained more subscribers over the past couple of editions that have come out with folks that are interested and they read it every quarter. So it's been really fun and exciting. And that's been a big portion of what we're doing the past couple of years, as building that newsletter, because it is the revenue stream that was replacing the calendar, which was our main fundraiser every year. We also, like everyone else, have been very focused on, kind of recouping, membership losses. Most were due to either being let go or just simple budget cuts and not receiving the support from the, office that they had previously. And so we focused on this year, we have a membership kind of competition, like an outreach competition that involves our members are able to earn points by simply participating in our events. They get bonus points if it's specified as a membership outreach event. And if they invite guests who attend those events, they get points for those. And then they get bonus points if that guest happens to become a member. So at the end of the year, we plan to give them a nice gift card prize and celebrate their efforts. And we kind of framed it in a way that it's not just about new membership, but it's also about retention, encouraging them to continue to participate and adding benefits to their participation through the membership outreach. And like Elena mentioned, they have a Cinco de Mayo celebration coming up. We actually have a virtual speed bingo luncheon that we do. We did one for St. Patty's Day, and we're doing another one for Cinco de Mayo. And again, it's just an opportunity to kind of jump online, have some fun with the SDA girls or the crew, and possibly win a prize for, getting bingo. And we also are going to add a prize for, dressing the part. So if they, dress up, wear a fun hat, or decorate themselves in some way to show the spirit of Cinco de Mayo, we'll be giving a prize away for that as well. So we encourage all you guys to join us as well. It won't interfere with Elena's event because ours is at lunchtime, and we promise we end within the hour. So, and we probably will join you, Elena, for yours.
I'm putting a note on my calendar. I think I want to join in for that too. I'm in.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds good.
We're cutting it close on time. San Diego, anything else? Anything you guys want to share?
Hi, not too much to share. It's been a really kind of slow start to our year. We did have a, oh my gosh, what's it called? St. Patrick's Day members lunch that we hosted for all of our members. Our February program was HR updates for 2021. Our next program is this week in just a couple of days. I guess that'll be Q2, but that's going to be insurance, duty to defend, and all that fun stuff out here in California. So, we just kind of keep plugging away, doing the best we can with our little small and mighty board. So we just keep going.
You guys are. You're like that. You do, though. You do. And again, if you guys need anything.
Thank you.
Out to your chapter liaison.
I know where to find her.
Yes, you do. Last up, Seattle. And I'm actually really interested in this. I had a virtual scavenger hunt. How did you do that?
Okay, that was quite fun. Gretchen out of our Spokane wing was the MC for that. And we decided to take our virtual Wine Wednesday just up a notch because we were not seeing a lot of participation in the virtual Wine Wednesdays. It's kind of been declining. So we were looking for some way to spice it up. And so Gretchen had a list of things, and basically you had to go find the thing within a set period of time, which was very short, seconds for most of them, and show them on the camera. And then she was keeping track of what people found. And it was things like your favorite shirt. It was, a picture of you as a child. It was foreign currency. It was quite a list of things that you could find in your home, or I found a few of them on my walk home.
That's really interesting.
It was really fun.
That
Yeah,
idea.
it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. Was there a prize, Gretchen? I think there was a prize for the winner. I think there was a gift card or something.
Yeah, it was a $50 gift card.
Yeah. So that was fun. Yeah. It was a nice way to
awesome.
spice it up.
Thanks, guys, for all these little ideas. Next time I want to be invited to these. All right, since we're getting up to the top of the hour, thank you guys. This was actually a great call. I mean, I think I learned a lot in this last hour. Thank you so much, for everybody participating today, and really looking forward to seeing everybody during EDS, even though it's going to be virtual and it won't be the same, but
Kim,
I
can
think
I have a
we're gonna
minute?
make the best of it.
Would it be okay if I threw two more things at everybody?
Go for it. It's all yours.
You know me, I can't get by with not saying a couple things. Number one, you all mentioned about the fishing. When Eliza was talking about the fishing program, we put a reminder on Basecamp. You all watch out because some of the chapters are getting those emails that look real, then they're not. So check Basecamp about what it looks like. Next week is the quick and 30 design. It's called Design Hierarchy, and it's about design elements, and our own Mary Jacobs will be leading that one. Free to anybody. You should have gotten in the e-blast yesterday, and again, yesterday, about our Unstoppable playlist on Spotify for Administrative Professionals Week, just to energize you. While it might not be your favorite choices of music, tomorrow we're going to put it on Facebook and you can tell us what we should have had on the list, right? So we'll create a new playlist. And the other thing I was hearing is people are asking back and forth about sharing recordings. So what I would like to propose, and I'll take it over to Basecamp, is a question of, if we were to find a place that we could provide chapters a place to share that link so that all members could have access to it, for the ones that you didn't charge for and you don't want to charge or don't require charge, would you be willing to do that if we were to help facilitate that? So I'll take that to Basecamp, but I want to plant that seed now, because I can tell you it can turn into a big headache when you're trying to keep track of everybody that wants it versus could we put them in one nice central location and that we all become quite more the SDA as a whole, and there's just none of that. You know, it's one spot, one-stop shop, so to speak. So give that some thought. It might be something we talk to you about your boards. And I just want to wish y'all happy Administrative Professionals Week, month. Thanks for all you do for.
Hold on, Karen has.
Oh, sorry.
Madame President has something to say.
I've seen so many comments on here about please share this on Basecamp, please share this. I hope everybody does. The scavenger hunt, the checklist, everything. This is such a good opportunity for all of us to learn and get new ideas and new new program ideas. So if you noticed in the chat book, almost everybody on here has something to put on Basecamp. So that's all.
I want to know if Mel ate my chocolate. I didn't get my chocolate.
You know, I want chocolate.
I think that was just within their chapter. They were sharing that to their chapter members, not national board of directors, I believe, is my understanding. So
I'm just joking with
maybe
Mel.
another day we'll worry about, maybe chocolate will come later.
Well, we had Easter. We're good.
That's right. All right, you all. Well, then with that, Kim, we're going to shut it down for today, right? And
Thanks, Kim.
Nice seeing you all.
Bye, everybody. Take care.